Yes. Hello, I'm Newsreader Carl, and this is the May 2023 edition of the Arran and Carl Happy Report. Let's go straight over to Arran and Carl in the man cave. Thank you, Newsreader Carl.
Yes.
This is Arran.
This is Carl.
And we are going to tell you the 5 things that made us happy in May 2023. Arran, you go first. What was the first thing that made you happy in May?
So, my first thing that made me happy in May is we made a little film, didn't we?
We did.
Called Arran and Marvin.
And it's about Arran and his extraordinary pet, Marvin.
But we're not going to give you any more because we don't want to give it away.
No, you can see it on our channel. And what else are we doing with the film?
So we have sent it to the Arran Film Festival to be entered into the film festival next year.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Let's hope it gets chosen.
Yeah,
we'll see.
You don't always get chosen because we've done this before and we've not always been chosen.
Yeah, so hopefully we get chosen. Even more hopefully we win a prize. But
yes,
let's not push it too hard.
Yes, let's not push it.
Yeah, that's
Hi, I'm Arran, just an ordinary guy, but I have an extraordinary pet. But if you want to watch it, it's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, watch it, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell people you don't know about it. Just send that link out there so lots of people can see it.
Yes. So, Carl, what was your first happy thing for me?
Well, I put out a record, or rather than, well, it's a hand-cut lathe record. So there's only 10 of these records. They're 10 inches.
Yeah.
It's my favourite size of record. And it is all music from, whenever I see a train with graffiti on it, I make a little video. And I realised I'd done enough videos to make a 10-inch record.
Nice.
So I put that out, and it's very exciting having a 10-inch record.
Yeah, what does hand cut mean?
It's literally the people at the factory, lathe to the grave. They listen to it, and they have a machine that cuts the groove into the record itself. So they do it sort of like each record one at a time.
Nice.
So it's kind of different to like records that you get from big bands, because they have they get a load of the vinyl and they squish it together. This one, each record is an individual and has been cut by hand by my friend Tash.
Nice.
For me.
So my second happy thing for May is I planted pumpkin seeds for my pumpkin patch this year. And I've planted 8, so we'll see what happens, but it seems to be going really well. I do have a picture, so that will be going in the video. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what happens this year.
You got quite a few pumpkins last time, so they grow more than one pumpkin on each plant, don't they?
Yes.
So you got 8 plants.
Yeah.
How many? Shall we see? How many pumpkins do you predict for this year?
I'm gonna go for 9 or 10, I think.
9 or 10. I'm gonna go for... How many pumpkins are there? Plants are there?
8.
I'm gonna go for 16.
Really?
16 pumpkins, that's what I think.
Okay. So, guys, if you want to have a guess, leave it in the comments below.
And we'll see in October who is right. You think 9?
Yes.
I'm going to go for 16.
Okay. So, I'm very pleased about that. So, what's your second best thing, Cole?
My second best thing was... Well, it doesn't sound very good, but Carlos Chaotico, my wrestling character, got hexed by that damned witch, Shred Malice. Oh. So he got hexed and turned into a woolen effigy of himself. But eventually, Carlos Chaotico overcame this hex and came into reality, woolly Carlos Chaotico and Carlos Chaotico at the same time. This can only mean bad things for other wrestlers. Twice as many Carlos Chaoticos is twice as much chaos.
Yes. Yeah.
So we'll see in July at the next Quality Wrestling show how much chaos 2 Carlos Chaoticos can create.
Yes.
Hex the lot of them, just to be safe. It's the only way.
They don't work on me.
Carlos, stop messing about. Where are you? Where? Oh my word!
You're real.
Of course I'm real. You're real too.
But you're made of wool.
And you're made of flesh and bone, and that hasn't done you much good,
My
has it?
number 3 thing is we had a good clear out in the man cave of load of empty boxes and bits that we were going to sell, or we're going to sell, which is stuff that we took to Liverpool and didn't sell with us and didn't sell. So in September even, we are doing on the 9th of September, we are doing a toy fair in the Sandown Racecourse.
Oh, that sounds good.
And we are doing it as Power Rangers and Beyond as well, so that's going to be good.
There'll be some bargains there, some amazing Power Ranger based stuff.
Yeah, so...
And more.
Yes. So if you live down this way, or if you just fancy a good day out, come down and see us. You won't miss us, because I'm having some cardboard cutouts behind me like we did at Liverpool. Yes. So yeah, that's that, and there's a lot more space in here, which is quite nice.
That's good.
Quite crammed before. So what's yours, Carl?
My third thing was I did a bit of an improvised gig with a friend of mine called Carl, and we were called Dayglow Nose, because his solo project is Dayglow Infinite, something like that. Infinite Zero Dayglow, who knows? Infinite Dayglow Explosion, that's what he's called. I remembered it eventually. And I'm nil by nose, so he combined the two and had Dayglow Nose. He played the clarinet and I did some electronic stuff.
My number 4 thing is, finally, after 2 years of waiting to make a space for them, I have my Anarchy helmets out on show, which I am very, very pleased to see them out of their boxes for 2 years. Because I was a little bit annoyed. I waited all that long and didn't have the room until now, so I decided to put them out on show, and they look great, pardon the pun, more phenomenal.
They look very shiny up there. I think they're the shiniest ones. They do look very good up there.
Yeah, they do. I'm very happy with it. So, what was yours, Carl?
Well, I did a couple of refereeing slots at wrestling shows, and I think I'm slowly getting more of the hang of doing the refereeing and not getting in the way. I'm still not a big fan of doing tag matches. They're very confusing.
Yeah.
A lot of action going on. You have to keep your eyes, you have to have cross eyes. You have to have one eye pointing that way, the other one that way, and get them swiveling about. And trying to not be in the way of enormous, great big muscly men is very difficult when you're in a roped off ring.
Yeah.
On the final, or is it?
Or is it?
Number 5. Let's see. You go first, Aaron. What was your number 5 thing for May?
Okay, so my number 5 thing for May actually happened last weekend. I went to see my good friend Mark A. Wright, who you may know as the Elvis impersonator, down at Rustington Leisure Centre, I think it's called.
I think it's Rustington Memorial Hall.
Yes, that's
the one. I've done wrestling shows there as well. It sounds like it. The Mark might have needed to do a bit of wrestling if.
Yeah, let's just say there's a lot of women after him.
Oh my! Oh, hey,
and I got to sing GI Blues with him. He actually came up to me and held the microphone up to me and his mouth. We kind of sang at the same time.
Was it a bit that you could remember the lyrics for?
I remember the whole song, Carl.
Oh, that's good.
It's funny actually because Mark said to me a few times when he's done gigs, he's forgotten the words to certain songs. He says he wishes I could have been there because I know the words. But yeah, that was absolutely great weekend. Loved it. All of us went actually. It was Kerry, Mum, Dad, Rob, and the girls. But yeah, it was a great night, absolutely great night. And Mark was absolutely shattered because he'd done a show during the day as well.
Oh, you got to squeeze him in.
Yeah. So I do actually have a picture of me and Mark together after the gig, so I'll put that in the video. So yeah, great night. And by the way, guys, I do highly recommend you go and see him. He's fantastic. So what was yours, Carl?
Well, a couple of weekends ago, I had a crazy a weekend of gigs. So I did a gig in Worthing, which is a little bit scary because I was doing my weirdo music, and it was in a sort of a competition called Broadwater's Got Talent in Worthing, and it was in this pub called Broadwater, which can be it's a bit of a tough pub. Quite crazy. So that was just on the Friday.
Blimey.
On the Saturday, I refereed at a wrestling show, so that was quite good. And then on the Sunday, went off to London to do a bit of a performance in a burlesque show. Ooh!
I bet it's the first time you've done that.
Yes, first burlesque show I've done, yes. So Carlos Chaotico did his cabaret act, and then I did some more weirdo music, and then there was lots of ladies taking their clothes off and shaking their bums all over the place.
Well, hey.
It was shocking. I didn't know where to look. It is May. Normally we'd be going back to the studio now after number 5, but for some clerical error, Arran has a bonus extra happy thing. Number 6 happy thing for you, Arran, is...
So, my number 6 happy thing is The Undertaker, who you may know from WWE, is doing I don't know what it is really. It's kind of a Q&A, and he's telling you about his 30 plus year career. But and that's up in the Indigo O2 in the O2 Arena. And that's actually the first time he's done it in the UK.
Ah, wow.
And there, I would say I'd leave a link for the tickets, but there are no tickets left.
I bet they sold very quickly.
Yeah, we actually didn't think we were going to get any. We really didn't think we were going to get any. But yeah, it's always been a kind of a dream of mine to go to something like this with The Undertaker. And it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait. So anyway, should we go back to Newsreader Carl?
Yep, back to the studio and Newsreader Carl. Wow, 6 happy things for Arran in May. I think you'll find that is the power of late spring, early summer. Now, let's go over to roving reporter Darren, and he's got a special summer report for you.
Hi, I'm roving reporter Darren, and today, since the weather's nice, I have a special report for you on barbecues. Sausages, burgers, they taste great on a barbecue because of the fire, the smoke, and the pure element of the barbecue. So I have some very important tips for you guys. Number 1 is make sure you have a bucket of water nearby in case you need to put any fires out. Number 2, make sure you're wearing oven gloves to protect your hands from getting burnt. Now, back to the studio to Newsreader Carl.
Thank you, roving reporter Darren, for your informative piece about barbecues. I'd like to have my own safety tips. Never serve a raw sausage and never burn your sausage. That is the end of May's Happy Report. We'll be seeing you in June. Goodbye.